Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video for today. So let's talk about SoFi. Let's talk about everything Anthony Noto said yesterday during the KBW Fintech Payment Conference. SoFi is going to 26x from here. Would have been one heck of a clickbait title, if I do say so myself. What does that even mean? Well, currently the market cap sits around $37-38 billion. Anthony Noto does believe that SoFi can become in the future, in the long-term future, $1 trillion company. And so the quick math here, it's 26 times where we're at right now. Now, very important to note that someone like Anthony Noto does not think in weeks, months, quarters, or even years. The guy thinks in decades. And so when he talks about $1 trillion company potential, he's not saying that this is going to happen anytime soon. He's saying that in the long-term future, he believes if SoFi can execute very well, he believes SoFi can become $1 trillion financial institution. When will that happen? I don't know. But SoFi right now is not even a $100 billion company. So let's maybe start with that. Anyways, let's talk about everything you need to know in this video. Hit all the buttons, we'd really appreciate that. If you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. Year to date, SoFi stock is still up 121%, has been doing extremely well over the past 12 months. Stock is up 126.6%. Now, we did have a couple of announcements more recently. First up, this happened last week. You might say, oh, this is not such a big deal, but it is an important puzzle piece to the bigger puzzle. Financial specialist Vivian Tu, your rich BFF, named SoFi's first chief of financial empowerment. Now, what does that even mean? Well, she will collaborate on financial literacy content and lead a generational wealth fund initiative set to launch in 2026. Together, SoFi and Tu will build people's financial confidence so they can get their money right and achieve their ambitions. Americans now carry $2.8 trillion in combined credit card and student debt, with only half, 54%, reporting that they feel financially confident. As a result, many feel overwhelmed and uncertain about where to find trusted financial guidance. To address this challenge, Tu will advise on SoFi's financial literacy content, developing new educational resources across SoFi's channels, including social media, national TV, and key member events, all to inspire people to take control of their finances. Why is this important? Well, first of all, she has the reach. Second of all, SoFi's own brand awareness right now is closer to, what was the number, 9.5, 10% or so. In order to reach the huge milestones, the $100 billion company, the $1 trillion company in the future, SoFi's brand awareness will need to go up substantially. How do you do this? Well, you do this through, of course, advertising. You do this through SoFi Stadium. You do this through launching great products and services, but you can also do this through these types of things. Unlike me, she has built a community of 10 million followers across her platforms. So imagine 10 million followers now going to receive consistently good financial literacy content. Of course, branded by SoFi. I think it's a big positive. Then number two, the bigger announcement, which happened yesterday or 2 days ago, depending on when this goes live, SoFi Bank becomes the first and only nationally chartered bank to launch crypto trading for consumers. Of course, SoFi did previously offer crypto trading. They were forced to stop doing that since they got that banking license. But I said the following thing. SoFi Crypto members will be able to buy, sell, and hold dozens of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. I do believe that they'll start with those three on a platform built for both first-time and experienced crypto investors and users. SoFi Crypto's phased rollout starts today and will become available to more members over the coming weeks. Today marks a pivotal moment when banking meets crypto in one app on a trusted platform and driven by our core mission to help members get their money right. I believe blockchain technology will fundamentally change every way finance is done throughout the world by making money movement faster, cheaper, and safer, while opening new ways for people to borrow better, invest better, spend, and save better. It's crucial to give our members a secure and regulated way to step into the future of money. As the first and only nationally chartered bank to launch crypto trading to consumers, we are uniquely positioned to drive this innovation and set a new standard built on security, stability, and transparency. And so, SoFi Crypto will give members a platform with bank-grade stability and security, a single integrated app, education, and accessibility. Now, the point number 2 here is important. So SoFi members can instantly buy crypto assets with money sitting in their award-winning SoFi Money checkings or savings account, which are FDIC insured, without moving the money to a new account. They can buy crypto the moment they're ready and keep their cash earning interest in a bank account when they're not. With all their finances connected in one app, members can manage crypto alongside their everyday banking, borrowing and investing with no friction or delays. Now that this has been launched, I do think that in 2026 it's going to be an interesting metric to start following. Of course, hopefully they will report crypto-specific metrics in their quarterly results. Now, for those that needed a quick reminder, SoFi Money last quarter grew by 34% year over year. SoFi Invest 27% year over year, SoFi Credit Card 48%, SoFi Relay 44%, and SoFi at Work increased by 37% year over year. Now, as for the announcements or everything that was mentioned during yesterday or 2 days ago KBW conference, they talked, of course, about the crypto launch. They talked about the SoFi Pay expansion. So SoFi Pay, the new global payment solution, is a major customer acquisition channel to target the 90% of the market with low unaided brand awareness. International rollout is happening. SoFi Pay is planned to expand to Europe and Brazil before year end. Mexico has launched. As for the stablecoin, the new stablecoin is targeted for launch by January, if not sooner. Anthony Noto would love it to be sooner, and will be integrated into SoFi Pay for global payments and offered to other financial institutions. This is a foundational step in integrating blockchain into its entire ecosystem for faster, cheaper payments. They also said that home loans business revenue is going to surpass student loan refinancing revenue in Q4. Then, the SoFi stablecoin. What's the differentiator here? So one, the bank status. SoFi is leveraging its status as a national chartered bank and bank holding company to create a superior stablecoin. The national charter gives SoFi direct access to Federal Reserve Bank accounts, allowing reserves to be held at the Fed. The structure offers zero credit, liquidity, and duration risk and guarantees bankruptcy remoteness. So the pitch here is very simple. It's presented as a superior alternative to stablecoins backed by volatile assets like T-bills or treasury bonds. Then, moving on, and we've heard this before, when Anthony Noto talked about the credit card market. So SoFi identifies a substantial opportunity in refinancing the $1 trillion plus credit card market using personal loans. They plan to expand their loan platform business to target near-prime applicants, representing a huge portion of the around 70% of personal loan applications currently declined. As for AI integration, SoFi is aggressively leveraging AI in over 40 proof of concepts, including enhancing fraud detection and dispute resolution, developing Cash Coach, not Couch, for financial optimization, and a future comprehensive Coach AI assistant for full financial advice. More on those two in a bit. Anthony Noto did express strong enthusiasm for potential 100 to 200 basis points cuts, probably over the next year or two, which would substantially benefit its profitable student loan refinancing, personal loans, and especially home loan segment. Now, as for the Cash Coach right now, what does it do? Well, it analyzes a member's cash flow and spending across all connected accounts, internal and external. Of course, you'll have to make sure that it's all connected. It proactively suggests optimal fund allocation, such as recommending paying off high interest credit card debt or moving idle funds from a zero interest account to SoFi Money with 3.8% APY, sometimes a bit less, maybe sometimes a bit more, although I highly doubt it's going to be more now that we're getting rate cuts. As for the Coach one, this is envisioned as a personalized financial ChatGPT. Hopefully they call it financial Gemini, but okay. It utilizes the member's comprehensive individual data plus aggregated insights from the entire SoFi user base. It will answer complex questions, for example, how to improve my credit score, how to assess investment diversification, talk about your credit card bills, why is it so high, what are you spending on, etc., etc. Its goal is to guide members daily on what you must do, what you should do, and what you could do to optimize their entire financial life. Yes, this might seem very simple, because essentially it is simple, and I do think that we're going to see this being offered across the board with various other companies as well. Not all, because you do need to implement this across the board. Some legacy systems are probably too old for this, but the newer ones are probably going to offer this, and it's going to work quite well. Then moving back to the stablecoin aspect. So SoFi plans to market SoFi USD to a wide array of partners, banks, large and regional, consumer companies, Galileo platform users, leveraging around 8 billion transactions processed via its technology platform. This approach, of course, allows for white label opportunities, while SoFi manages the complex treasury functions. SoFi USD, of course, is integrated across the entire ecosystem, and as we said, SoFi Pay for international remittances to Mexico, Europe, Brazil, and elsewhere in the future, internal crypto business payments, and point of sale transactions. Now, they are going to use SoFi Pay as an acquisition channel. So the goal is to use the products to simplify the introduction of SoFi's broader one-stop shop to the wider audience currently unfamiliar with the brand, which of course makes sense, especially if we're talking here about Europe, Mexico, Brazil. Well, if I'm in Europe here, there's really no reason for me to be looking at SoFi, but the person that might send money from the US to Europe or from the US to Brazil might suddenly look at SoFi and say, actually, okay, I can send money internationally, but I can also do XYZ with it. Quite interesting. That's how the ball will roll. Then, as for how they're using AI, we've talked about this before, but they're also using it to become more efficient when it comes to marketing. We've seen that with the likes of Google, with the likes of Meta as well. So the goal is to enhance ad click-through rates and conversion, which directly translate to a reduction in customer acquisition cost. This technological integration supports the overarching goal of reaching 30% awareness more efficiently than traditional marketing alone. So, as I said previously, currently, unaided brand awareness is about 10%. This means that when consumers are asked to spontaneously name a financial service provider, 90% of the market does not name SoFi among their top 3 choices. Actually, when we talked about Chime, when I did the video about Chime and I showed you the Google Trends, Chime is much, much higher than SoFi in the Google Trends aspect, which I was quite surprised. But okay, again, it just shows you how much more upside there is left. And so, of course, the strategic objective here is to elevate unaided brand awareness to 30%. Management believes this level is essential for achieving super scale and ultimately progressing towards a $1 trillion valuation. Of course, the $1 trillion valuation is something the market will take care of. SoFi needs to take care of the business. And then, of course, we'll see what type of multiple the market will give a name like SoFi. Some people say it should be trading like a bank, but again, a bank, in my opinion, does not really grow top and bottom lines as fast as SoFi. And so where do we go from here for SoFi? Well, in my opinion, we are going to go up and to the right. If you think that the growth story is over, think again. EPS is still expected to grow very, very fast for the foreseeable future. Revenue will do the same. SoFi has proven that even in high interest rates environment, even in tough times, they execute quite well. And they actually came out of that difficult period, 2020, 2022, let's say, a much stronger company. And yes, a profitable company in that as well. And so right now what we're seeing is, well, SoFi was actually, I think, here at all-time highs at the start of the day on Wednesday. We're now still at $31.20. Remember, it wasn't that long ago, last Friday, where SoFi was trading back under $26. SoFi, in my opinion, is, again, one of those names that I own where I can sleep very, very well at night, knowing that management, everyone at SoFi will make sure that the business becomes bigger, better, more profitable, stronger in the future. It's already a big position for me, but big can always become bigger. Just like a stock can be cheap, but cheap can always be cheaper, and low can always go lower. Just remember that. Anyways, that's all I've got for you right now. Hope you enjoyed. Share your thoughts down in the comment section below. See you all in the next one. Bye bye.